the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. It'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick, bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Gets it out fast.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Shoots it to the left. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to pass, it's Everett. Rush is on him. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it in down the left side. No one there to stop him, except the fellow in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And it is flat. Missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. He wants to change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Everett. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Working that left side now. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Makes the grab. Oh, he got loose. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back, getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for a sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on fourth down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this off,
Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
To the air, it's Everett. Quickly complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking the shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. This is a designed run. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, 5-yard. A great catch and run for 6. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's why you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He makes the grab, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Kick is in the air. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A quick grab, and a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Everett. He wants to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Everett. Looking down the middle. Got him, and nobody's close. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These corners backing off a bit. To the air on first down. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Using his legs to buy some time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Going to the run to start this second half. Can't get him to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Notre Dame lines up quickly. The give to the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Everett. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. 22 water. They'll try to power it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quick strike complete. And that one did not work.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He might want another play. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Smashes in between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Fires toward the target. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep, using the quick game. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the fields.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already...
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Picks up the first down. A nice play there, and that is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to ride this running back. He breaks the tackle. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
Well, this defense not only has speed, but they also play with great effort. And that time on the quarterback run, they were expecting it. Everybody was in position, but they did a phenomenal job in pursuit, making sure the only direction that guy was going was backwards, running him out of bounds for a big loss.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Quarterback may change this route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Here on third down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking for a man. It's Everett. Forced out of the pocket. Took a shot as he threw. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Might be changing the route. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick release on the RPO. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it.
Football 7. Football 7. Charcoal.
Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Finds the tight end. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
At the 19.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Buying some time as he moves left. And that pass is caught at the 25. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
221 wing. 221 wing.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Double right. Double right.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Stanford quickly to the line.
At the 14-yard line. And a 1st down for the offense.
Quick. Quick.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the run. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the 4th quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense.